What's up, BloodGang? Welcome to another Friday market update. Um, let's do Bitcoin first, and then a few altcoins that I have in mind. So, let's have a small recap of Bitcoin. Last week, um, we um, we predicted this dump on Bitcoin. Like, it followed our plan perfectly. Like I said last time that once we have once we close below this, then it should it should proceed to a lower level, right? So it did went to a lower level, which was at least 17.6k. It was not bad. I managed to catch a short here since I waited for more confirmation. So that's a negative 15% move. So that's done. The move is done, and let's talk about this one. So for this one, it followed this plan as well. Like, okay, close below this, we have another move down. So we have this one, then there was a green candle that closed above this one. Therefore, our next move would be to the upside. Okay, we could have predicted this as well, but we don't have a live stream there, so I couldn't tell what to do. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, you can see that this was a perfect retest of this pump, right? So if we take the middle of this one, you can see that around here we sweep these lows, and then reclaim the level and then shoot up for another leg up. Uh so that's how you could have played it, and this whole move up is from the bottom, or at least let's get it from here. If you manage to catch that, that's a whole 19% move from Bitcoin. It retraced this whole move down from this point. It retraced up. So let's talk about the plan now for Bitcoin. Okay, let's get rid of the drawings first. Okay, do I need this? Okay. Wait. Let's. Oh yeah, I forgot to. Never mind. Okay. Uh, I said in I posted in my channel that we should anticipate a pump, right? If you reviewed last week's stream and inverse this, just like I said here, if you inverse this pattern, we can see it here, as well as here, and as well as here. See, it's a pattern that shows up every time. So we could have predicted that pump, or you could have predicted that pump if you reviewed last week's stream. So for the reasoning here is that we move down from this level, right? From this level we move down. That's a liquidity gap. From this level we move down, and we created another another liquidity gap here. So the plan last Monday was therefore expect Bitcoin to continue on the upward momentum, right? That's because we had our reversal here. We had our reversal here, which could possibly change the flow of the market. So what we need to have is that we need to close above this liquidity gap, and there we have it. We close above this, and soon I'll expect a rebalance somewhere here within this level. But you can enter whichever you like, depending on your TA. I can't help you manage your TA, your personal TA. I'm just here to give you direction. So since we do have we did close above here, our next target to close above is above here. So once this move rebalances, this is our next target. So if it closes above there, it will rebalance again, and then our next target would be this one. Okay, so that will be the plan, and it's easy enough to understand. But the flow can change. The flow of Bitcoin can change depending on whatever it likes. But right now, the highest probability moves would be to rebalance, then long, then target this one. So unless we don't have, or the momentum downward is too strong, we can always look for another pattern like this. A level I'm looking for is for a deeper rebalance would be here. This is for a deeper rebalance. So let's give some levels. Let's give some levels. Let's do it nicely. Okay. A deeper rebalance would be 19.1k, and then we can long here and put our SL or stop loss if the H4 closes below this one. So if Bitcoin on the 4-hour closes below this one, that will be our invalidation, and the move, or let's say the flow of Bitcoin is once again on the downside. Okay, but don't be distracted by this, because this is just a small relief pump. That we can expect another leg down soon, or if not, or if this is truly the bottom, we can expect another sweep of these lows, and we'll get our entry. But I expect a full reversal when we close above this level, right? Let's look at the weekly. So for the weekly, I anticipate this is extremely bearish, right? So the plan here is still the same. Doesn't change the fact that Bitcoin is bearish, together with whatever's happening with the world, with whatever's happening in the world right now. But we experienced that before with COVID, and everybody's bearish, so we clearly have to sometimes, with prolonged sentiment, sometimes we have to counter the sentiment, right? But don't be too but don't rush too much, because we are still at the lows. Even if you miss a 50% move on any altcoin right now, it really doesn't matter, because whatever you have, whatever bounce they have, they will bounce even more. They have the ability to bounce even more, and we can just trade the middle, just like what I said last week. So let's move on to where I'm predicting Bitcoin to top. Right now, I'm seeing on the weekly chart that 22.2k can be, we can short here for another move down, because this low is taken, so we have to rebalance. Okay, we have to rebalance 22.2k, then we can target this low again. Okay, but just keep that in mind on the weekly time frame. But that goes the same for whatever we have on the H4. So we have 22.2k right here. Okay, so we can short here with clear invalidations on the upside, and or we can wait for a reversal, and just short the middle one. Okay, don't rush too much, and yeah, don't rush too much, and don't feel FOMO. You can lose a lot of money with FOMO. So those are our targets with Bitcoin, and I guess that's pretty clear and basic. Let's move to some altcoins. Okay, I'm back. Let's move to altcoins. Okay, whatever we have here, don't mind the mess. Let's clear that up. Okay, for Solana is pretty good actually. Okay, so we closed above this. We can expect a rebalance. We have that reversal in place here. We can expect a rebalance at it's actually pretty tricky. We don't have big gaps here. I'm looking for a big gap on the move up, but it just slowly grinds up. You know what happens with coins like this? If they move up like that, most of the time they do a harsh downtrend, or a harsh liquidity something. Whenever they reach a top, they just massively run down the lows. So I'm not comfortable longing here. I will be when Solana decides to sweep these lows. So as you can see, it hasn't been swept. It needs to rebalance here. Okay, if Solana decides to rebalance here, then on the reclaim, I will long. Okay, so that's it for Solana. We can actually target target higher levels for this one, but let's wait for the sweep of these lows first. Or if you have the balls, you can long the sweep and move up. It's bullish. Okay, that's it for Solana. We have Ethereum. I guess this is the level to break. We got the same. There isn't really again, it's one of those patterns that it just efficient move up, then it nukes down. Okay, next. We have the same pattern for ETH. We would look to we can long this when it reaches that. And for the next one, we have Atom. I have a short here around this level, and it's gonna move down. I guess it's gonna move down. So where are we looking to long? Okay, my favorable long is right here at 6.96. Okay, 6.96. But I guess this would have to do a rebalance at this level. Would have to do for 7 point. A rebalance at this level would be a good. A rebalance at this level would be a nice long. Okay, sorry for the interruptions. Family members keep coming in. Okay, next we have TRX. Okay, this is a support and resistance flip. We have this support. We need this sweep. If it comes down here, like this one, we need that sweep. We need that high made, and let's just long this one, and it shoots up higher. So that's pretty straightforward, and yeah, that's easy to understand. Must follow this pattern for a higher probability long. Okay, so I guess that's it for the altcoins and Bitcoin. We have our plan, and we know where to long. My bias is long unless proven otherwise. Like, how do I know we we have changed direction when we get a really fast move down like this? We create a really big gap on the market. We have this on the move down, and we have a really big gap. Okay, I might change bias with this one. I might change balance since there's a possibility that the flow has changed. Okay, I will update you guys in our channel, but until that comes or a nuke comes, our bias is to long the rebalances. Okay, so I'll see you next week with another one, and that's it for now. Hope you enjoy.